lovelies, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Chloe, I'm otherwise known as Lady Right, and I'm thrilled that you're joining me for today's video. Can I ask though, before we dive any further into it, that if you've not been here, and this is your first time, that you click subscribe and you ring the bell. That is the only way of making sure that my next video lands directly in your inbox as soon as I upload it, so you won't miss a single one. In today's video, guys, I'm doing a super fun one. I've been looking forward to doing this video for a little while now because so many of you have requested it, asked me questions on Instagram about my jewellery collection, and today we're going to be talking about rings because I've always got loads of rings on. I love rings. Or what is your favourite kind of like jewellery? Like, is there a type that you're always wearing, you're never without? Because for me, it's rings. I'm not often wearing necklaces, like sometimes I wear them for filming, but out and about, I really don't wear necklaces that often. Mostly because I wear high cut tops. I just like that style on me. Even in the summer I do, so it's like, I feel like it messes up the way like this area looks. I wear a lot of bracelets as well, so that I can probably do like a video on my collection of bracelets. If you guys want that, let me know. But I'm always asked about my rings. I get lots of comments about which ones I'm wearing in my videos and stuff, so I thought it'd be a really cool time to just chat through how I wear my rings, where they're from, and how I stack them, because I feel like stacking rings are like really in, and like also like layering your rings together, like how many fingers do you wear them on, like what looks too much, what looks not enough. Obviously this is all my personal preference, but you guys have been telling me for so long that you really want some more styling, fashion type videos, not just beauty, so I'm hoping that you really enjoy today's video. So like, as you can see, I have got rings on 6 of my fingers today and multiple rings on each just to layer them up. The majority of my rings come from Monica Vinader. This video is not sponsored at all, guys, or anything like that. It's just I buy so much of their jewellery. I have bought rings from them for my mum, for my best friends. I literally am obsessed with their jewellery because for me it's like dainty and feminine, and it's got that expensive look and feel. It's kind of like mid-market price, so it's not like budget friendly, but I have had rings from them that have lasted me years. For example, this is like the Riva big hoop. I've actually had the smaller one that kind of came in like a stack with this, and you wear both of them together. I lost the little one. I never lose rings ever, and I've lost it somewhere. I'm so gutted. I'm gonna need to replace it, but I've had this one for like 3 years, and for me it was a real treat when I bought it, because I think maybe it was 4 years. When the first year that I went fully self-employed, I left my job. When I paid my tax bill that year, I promised myself a super nice treat, and I got myself like the little Riva double stacking ring, which I absolutely loved and still to this day wear all the time. Obviously I'd wear the smaller one if I hadn't lost it. Okay, so I'm just going to talk you through how I stack my rings on this hand for every day. This is pretty much how I wear them. So I've got the Riva on my thumb. I bought this on a large finger. It does also like fit my first finger and my middle finger as well on both hands. So that one's pretty versatile, like you can move it around. I then next to it I've got my Dior ring, my Christian Dior ring. This is the one that my boyfriend bought me for Christmas. I love it. This sounds really silly, but it's got our initials on. C and D are both of our initials, so I think that's why he kind of got the Christian Dior one, or so he says anyway. I'm not sure if he just realised that afterwards, but so I really like that, and it's got like the diamante stars down the side, so it's got that sparkle that I love. And then I've got the 2 from Monica Vinader, which I stack on top of each other. So this is like my first little mini stack, and I love it because it's very dainty. So we've got the skinny eternity ring, and then we've also got the Fiji gem underneath, which is more of a band with studs all the way around the side, whereas the skinny eternity ring has like diamantes all around the top. So those 2 can be worn like alone or together. I like them stacked up. I just think that they add a little bit more sparkle, especially next to my Dior one. For me, that is literally how I love to wear the rings on that hand. And then like for every day on this hand, we've got a couple more, again, mostly from Monica Vinader as well. So on my middle finger, we've got the hammered ring, and then we've also got the Nura teardrop eternity ring. Now you can get a free pack of these where you get another ring as well, so you don't have to wear them all together. I do mix mine up, kind of can swap, like wear one on my thumb and then have like 4 rings on, or I then also just pop one like that. I like both together, but if you've got the 3 pack to stack them together, you could have 3 on one finger. I just love the way stacking rings look. Like, I'm like, the more the merrier. And then I've got the siren ring, stacking ring again. Now I like to wear that on my 4-finger, but it can be stacked with the others and worn on like 3 on 1, which I also really like the look of. That looks super pretty. I'm trying to think what else I could put on my other finger if actually I wore that like that today. I might wear it like that today. I like it, but I like to spread them out so I've got as much on my hands as possible. But you can stack across fingers or on the same finger upwards. It really doesn't matter. I just like lots of bling and lots of things to look at, lots of pretty things to look at on my hands. And then a nice like really chunky one, which is like chunkier in the middle compared to the outside, is the Dea ring. You can get this again. I feel like these ones look better on the outer of the ring of the fingers. I probably wouldn't wear like a chunky one on my main finger or my thumb. I just feel like it'd be too heavy, especially when I'm typing. But those are kind of like my everyday stacking rings and how I wear them. Now, I do also have a Cartier dupe. So if I take off my Dea ring and pop this one on, this is another way that I love to wear my rings, because this is my favourite Cartier dupe ever, guys. Like, I really want the Cartier Love Lock ring. I can't remember what the actual name is, but it's like £1,000, and there is no way I could justify myself with that. But I found this amazing dupe online. It came up in an Instagram ad from a brand, and I've got a whole video about that brand coming because I bought the ad. So I was so excited when I saw this. It's a perfect dupe. It looks really great on, like, you know, when you got your kind of hands out like this. Like, it's nice and chunky. I do like it. Yeah, it's a really good little addition there, so I can wear that one instead of the Dea ring if I want to. Okay, and then because I've moved more over to gold recently, a lot of my like rose gold rings have become defunct. I just don't wear them, so I'm kind of trying to save up a little bit of money to like buy the same rings in the gold so I can wear them. But one of the rings I get questioned about the most on Instagram is my Moon Magic ring. This is Moonstone. So I bought this after I got divorced so that I could literally wear it on my ring finger, because my ring finger felt so naked at first without my wedding ring and my engagement ring. I was like, I want something on there so it doesn't feel naked anymore, but something that symbolised me. And Moonstone is the symbol of new beginnings, so I thought it was a perfect mix. I absolutely loved it. I did have like a sparkly diamante band that I also wore with it, just kind of like bling it up. But I broke it. I'm so sad. But yeah, I don't wear this one as much anymore, mostly because I wear my Monica Vinader ones and I like the gold. But again, I've got a couple that I just wear like in rose gold terms. I've got another one of the hoop rings from Monica Vinader. I just love this style, but again, I wish I'd got it in gold, because the rose gold does contrast with my like bright gold products now. But how pretty is this? This one's more of a circle, whereas my bigger Reva is more of like a diamondy type shape. And then I've also got one of the siren rings. Again, I bought this exact ring for my mum for Christmas so we could have the same. I really like that. It's pretty much the same as the one that I've got, but just a different coloured gem, and obviously the different colour band. And you can't go wrong with a bit of Pandora, so I've got one of the Pandora tiny little hoops. So really, depending on what kind of jewellery I'm wearing, what colour I want to go for, I do just kind of stack them and just kind of see how it goes, see what works and what doesn't. And I quite often just, yeah, I just like the way it looks. I still love the rose gold. It's just because the majority of my new jewellery purchases have been actual gold. So I've kind of transitioned over, but I'm going to save and replace all of my rose gold ones because they definitely won't be going to waste. So guys, those are my everyday rings and how I stack them and how I wear them, and like kind of just make them like a centerpiece on my hand. I just feel like they make my fingers feel so much more feminine and pretty. I love them. But other places that I love to get jewellery from, Primark, H&M also have amazing like multi-packs for like £12.99. We get loads of little rings. Obviously with that quality, they do go green, they do go grey, they don't last very long, but they do still look super pretty. So if you want something a little bit cheaper, those are great places to go for stacking rings and rings that you can kind of spread across your hands just with like one purchase. Those are like my two top tips in terms of like budget friendly versions as well. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's like fashiony type style video. I hope you've enjoyed it and you have enjoyed seeing how I wear my rings. And if you've ever been one of those people who's questioned where I've got them from, now you know. I'll link all of the products. I'll put a couple of like recommendations from H&M if I can find any on there. Obviously Primark don't have a website, so I can't do that. But if you've enjoyed today's video, please let me know. If you do fancy seeing like a bracelet one or like a whole jewellery collection or anything else like that, please let me know. I love to read them and I can pencil that in for the next couple of months videos. Thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you very soon for my next video. Bye.